Yeah, we are always working to get you through these lines quickly. And I just got the latest numbers from Baltimore police for the past 3 years with people who have died from pedestrian accidents. All right, around the back.
2,
down under the leg.
3, 4, 5. There you go.
Good morning, guys. We are here with Cassie Carlisle's Wheatley family. We're about to get on Wild One. It just turned 100 years old. You can hear the screaming. It's super exciting. We have one of the coasters going right now. Oh my goodness, check this out. Firefighters have been digging through the rubble all day. They're still working behind me. You can't really see them because of the fire truck in front of the house. But just about an hour ago, they found the last child killed in this devastating fire. He was 9 months old.
That's when I opened the window and looked. And that's when I told my wife and them, call the police, ambulance, and everything. I'm going out.
Robert Spencer ran out front and saw his neighbor's home in flames.
The mother coming around, and she was covered with black smoke. And she might have been burnt, or it was covered with black smoke. So I asked her, I said, where are the kids? And she said, they in there.
6 children, ages 9 months to 11 years old, were inside.
And she went across the street. My daughter and them tackled me and said, Daddy, you can't go in there. When I got halfway, the flames was already, you couldn't get nowhere near it. It was pushing you back. And you could hear the kids crying. And right there, it hurt me. Because I tried my best to do something, and I couldn't. I can't say myself as a hero because I didn't do nothing.
Firefighters say an 8-year-old girl brought out 2 of her brothers, ages 4 and 5, from the home. One of the boys told Spencer the fire started in the basement. The 2 boys and mother, Katie Malone, are in critical condition.
You know, it's hard to say anything other than to pray for the family and ask Baltimore to pray for the family.
As light dawned on the home, it collapsed from the damage. 3 stories condensed to 1. Firefighters picked through the rubble, looking for the 6 children.
Babies who've not even begun to live their life.
It's gonna be hard. Won't see the kids playing. Won't see her, or don't see her husband on the porch. You know, yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Once you really get into it.
City noise pours into a small art studio above a Remington auto body shop where 2 men design and print their masterpieces.
One good push.
Here, the art is on T-shirts.
Hours in hot spaces and just time getting your hands dirty and testing different products.
It's not a pretty business, and it doesn't pay the bills yet, but it gives Dante Cotton so much more.
You know, just living in Baltimore, there's all types of, crime and things that kind of weigh on you mentally.
Cotton felt the weight of the city after graduating from Morgan State University with his art degree.
I've had a few friends that have died over the past couple years. One of my friends, he got shot, and then another friend recently got into a car accident and lost one of my cousins to another shooting. So,
all victims of timing, Cotton said, and this is his escape. His first T-shirt design in 2014, working with his now partner Terry Plater, reflected the violence around people buying Air Jordan shoes. He realized the messages on his T-shirt could translate to the street.
I was kind of like, we need to fight over something greater than just material things. Coming up a few years later, this design came back up when we had the uprising here. So it was a good time to, release that shirt. So we kind of did some re-releases of it.
Hoping to inspire people from all walks of life to think and talk and even make change.
So kind of bringing that street and that higher end together, there is a space that I feel like we all can exist together and those messages can be shared between one another.
Fueling his passion, he hopes will catch fire. Right now, there is no known cause or cure for Parkinson's disease, but classes like this are keeping people hopeful. Boxing. Some do it to relieve stress, others to learn defensive techniques. At this class, they're fighting a disease.
Our head feels like a fuzzball, and we can tell ourselves to move our legs, but our legs don't move. Or we go to pick up a cup of coffee and it spills.
Parkinson's disease keeps neurons from talking to one another, making you move slower and ultimately unable to talk, leaving all involved heartbroken.
We had very little hope 3 months ago when we came in here. We were pretty much at the end. I don't know. We were depressed watching him go through that.
Tina Cartwright's dad has been fighting Parkinson's for 7 years. They tried doctors, medicine, nothing worked. His classmate Bob faced the same situation until he got a piece of mail from his brother a year ago that changed his life.
I brought a bag in the dentist. I said, "Dennis, can you hang this for me so I can start rock steady?" And then Dennis said, "Let's get more people involved with it." So that's what I did.
Bob was working out at Forest Hill Fitness years before he was diagnosed, keeping fit after a double knee replacement. What he didn't know is the one bag he had hung would become a beacon for an entire community.
Me and Tyler, my trainers, they both volunteered to do it.
The trainers took on classes to become certified in rock steady and learned about the disease. The original kickboxing class grew from a handful of people to more than 24, and trainers are seeing the difference they make.
This has been the one that's given back to me the most as far as how it feels when we walk away each week.
It betters the quality of life today versus, possibly down the road.
Cartwright saw that firsthand as her father progressed from using a walker to carrying a cane that he puts down for class.
Good thing was that, all they can. The instructors are doing a fine job.
She hopes to spread the word about this key that's opened up the possibilities for her dad and others with Parkinson's.
All right, guys, on 3, fight back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, fight back!
And Bob is hoping to start another class, this time down in Annapolis. In Forest Hill, Cassie Carlisle, ABC2.